I'll show you how to use groups and lists using Diigo. If you don't have an account, be sure to visit www.diigo.com. This is a great website to collect various bookmarks and highlights that you want to share with your students. I do want to point out in the bottom right corner there is a link for educators, and you'll want to be sure to sign up in that way so you can take advantage of extra features available just for teachers. This service is free, though you can get a premium account by selecting this button at the top to get even more features. Now, as a teacher, you can create groups and create lists, and that'll be helpful when you share your information with students. So let's say, for example, that you are looking for some websites on the Earth structure. So I'm going to type in a Google search, and you can see I found some things here, and I select on a link, and I look through the site, and I decide, oh, well, that's something that would be useful for my lesson. So I'll click my Diigo toolbar. Again, if you haven't done that, you'd go again to Diigo.com and click on the Tools link at the top, and then you can install that button. I'd click on that button, and as you can see here, my toolbar will appear, and then I'll click Bookmark. From there, I would fill in the information that I need there, maybe add a couple of tags, and then notice right here I can add a list or share to a group. Now if I click my drop down menu, and if this unit is, I'm going to have a collection of websites just related to the Earth structure, then I might want to create a list, and so what I do is click create a list, and then I can go in here and type in Earth structure. Now another method that may be easier is when you first log in and you go to your library, or I can go to my teacher console here, or my library, whichever method you prefer. I can go in and create a list by scrolling down here to the bottom left corner and click create new list, and type in Earth structure. Notice it gives a web address, so that may be something you want to bookmark if you're going to have that unit of study for a couple of weeks to share with your students. And then choose your category. You can type in some keywords separated by commas, and then type in a description. Once you've done that, create the list, and any bookmarks that you save you can also attach to this list, and you can see it's added that. Now I'm going to go back and show you another feature. Let's say you're on this website and you want, instead of a list, you want to share it with your first period class. Well, again, you click the drop down menu. If it's not a group you already have, you click create a group. Another method would be simply when you're on your home page, notice up here at the top it says my groups. You click on that, and then there's a button here that says create a group. So I click create a group, and then I would suggest that you put your name and then first period, because there's probably other first period classes within the whole Diigo website. You can type in your description, go ahead and choose a category, and then set all the different criteria there and click create my group. Once you create your group, you can invite your friends through email, or maybe emails you have of your students, but in this case I'm going to skip. Now that I have both my list and my group created, again, they'll each have a website I can go to. When you go to a website that you need, so for example, let me go ahead and do a search for Earth structure, and let's say I click on this one, and this is often used on Wikipedia. Maybe that's a website that you want to use. You can go to the Diigo button, click on bookmark, And now that you've added to the list, I can go to Earth Structure, so it will be in that list, and I can also share it with my first period class and click Save Bookmark. Now that I've saved that bookmark, when students go to your public website or the website for first period or the website for Earth Structure, they'll see that. So you can see this is my latest one, so that combines all of my bookmarks. Or it may be easier, you may have given the website just for this location so students only see that. Or if they're in a group, when you go to My Groups, maybe they're only looking at the first period websites that you've shared. So again, you'd see only first period. Again, you could give out that web address. So kind of 3 different ways you could give out the information to students depending on your needs. So that's a brief introduction to creating lists and groups in Diigo.